And hello, rolling that ball. Alaska, who was missing in action yesterday, those of you who are wondering, is back with us today, jumping all over my feet, up and down and across the knuckles. Here she comes. And get those pads. And let's pull the ball out in one hand and squeeze. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Other hand. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Back to the first. And release. And one more time on the other hand. And today, let's do some bouncing, dribbling, going up, going down, going to the side, going one hand to the other, getting it on the same hand, hinging at the waist, coming up, practicing hand to eye coordination. And 3, 2, 1. Good today. All right. Let's drop it. Assess. And place one foot in the middle of the foot of the ball and press down 3 times. Move it up. And you go across the knuckles. Roll it across the knuckles. Bring it down to the top of the heel, pivot on the toes, and roll it across the top of the heel. Get the triangular spot, starting with just below the first knuckle, pressing down. Roll it to the side of the top of the heel, press down, and then over to the middle of the 5th metatarsal. Down, rolling it down the bones. And scribbling. Three, 2, 1. Reassess. And get the other foot. Rolling across the knuckles. Top of the heel. Triangular spot. Rolling it down the bone. And scribbling. 3, 2, 1. Let's get the ball aside, out of the way. Spread the legs a little bit wider than width, hip, shoulder width, and do some good mornings. Hinging at the waist, keeping those hips over the ankles. 5, let's do 12. and 12. Shake the tree. And center. 2 breaths. Twisting at the waist. Swinging the arms. And centering with some ocean wave breathing. Fingers and thumb behind the back at the spine. Step out and gather in starlight. Center, and we'll go the other way. And center. Let's march in place or jog. So today we'll do some postural fixes. Lower body, upper body, combining a couple of things we've done in the past in a slightly different program. Nothing too strenuous there. So I think I'll probably do some rapid squats. We're up to, I think, 24. Or you can pick it up a little or a lot. Keep doing what you're doing. Do some side jacks or jumping jacks. Whatever you do, be safe. After class, 5 Tibetans. So let's go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2. Thirteen, 14. 20, 21, 2, 24. Interlace those fingers. Bring them up over the head. Reach for the sky. Go back if you can. Come forward. Lean to one side. And then the other. Center. Come down. Push out. Come down. Bring the hands up in front of you and separate those scapula. We're going to be doing more of this later, slightly differently, but let's start getting those postures in shape right now. Bring it up again. Separate and down. Hands behind the back. Bring them together. As you lift your hands up. A little more. And down. Let's shrug. And roll back. And forward. Hands extended. Rotate. Other way. One palm down, one palm up, flip flop. It's a beautiful gray bird right outside my window. Can't figure out exactly what it is. It might be a mourning dove. It might be something else. Up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. Bring the arm in. Press on the elbow across the body. Other arm. Bring your arm behind your back. Press down on the elbow. Other arm. Let's rotate the neck. Other way. Nod. And go ears to shoulders. Look up. Look down. Look over one shoulder. And then the other. Let's swim. And backstroke. And the breaststroke. Go into a side lunge, stretch the adductors. Other way. Stretch the calves. Other calf. Bring the legs in. Put one leg in front. Toes up. Lean into it. Stretch that hamstring. Bending slightly at the other knee. And keep it locked. Bring that foot back. Extend the other foot out. Toes up. Lean in. And come up and let's grab a stick. You're going to start by rolling out. And coming back in. One big circle. Go laterally. And then in the other direction. Step out and do a lunge up. Come back, do 5 of these. And then the other direction, other foot leading. Push out at the chest. Flop the wrists. Bring the stick up over the head and behind. If you can, otherwise just raise it over your head. And bring the stick behind the back and give those shoulders a rest. In the crook of the elbows. Twist at the waist. And go back into an extension if you can. Otherwise, keep twisting. Come back up, move the stick up to your neck. Twist the trunk, keep your head and hips facing forward. Don't worry, we will get to the pigeon pecs. We will. All part of our postural improvement program. And bring the stick down. Put it in front. And we're going to hold for 20 seconds up on our toes. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. 17, 18, 19, 20, and then back on our heels. 2, 3, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20, and come down. Put the stick out in front. Put your hand on top and press down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Release. Press down. And release. Now swing it behind. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Other hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And release. And press down. And release. And swing behind. Okay, let's put the stick down. Bring one arm up over the head and lean in the opposite direction. Lean in the direction that that hand is pointing, I guess. And then the other. Bring your hands out at 90 degrees and squeeze your scapula together and come in, squeeze, in, squeeze, in. And now tuck in your chin and peck like a pigeon. 7, 8, 9, 10. Go to a wall. In my case, I'm going to go to a bookshelf. Put your hands against the wall as if you're going to do push-ups, and we're going to do push-ups, but just with the scapula. So bring your scapula together and then push against the wall and push them apart. 1, together and apart. 2, together and apart. 3, 4, let's do 10. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then turn around on that wall. Put your hands up in the surrender position. Have your head, neck, shoulders, glutes, back of your calves all against the wall as best you can. And come up and down. Do 10 of these. Nine and 10. And 45 degrees. Again, everything is touching. Go up to just about shoulder height, maybe a little bit higher, 2, 3. And 10. All right, come on out. And we're gonna zip ourselves up. So you wanna have your ears over your shoulders over your hips over your ankles. The best way to simulate that is to pretend you're zipping up your jacket. Do it 3 times, breathing in. So your spine is nice and neutral. And now we're going to hinge at the hips, keeping that spine nice and neutral as we go down. And see how far you can get your hands. Your knees are not locked, but they're not bent. See how far down they go. Maybe they're touching the floor, maybe not. And come back up. Put your hands on your hips and rotate to one side and then the other. Making a note, do it again, of which side is the more flexible and which side is tighter. Right now, mine are pretty even, but usually the left side's a little tighter. So focus on the side that's tighter. If they're both equal, pick one. I'm going to pick the left because that's usually tighter. We'll sit down in a chair towards the middle of the chair. Put one leg out, and that leg that you put out is the leg that is tighter. And lean into it, stretching that hamstring. And we'll hold another 10, 9, 8, 7. Your heel is up, is on the ground, your toes are up. 4, 3, 2, 1, and come back up. Let's turn the chair around or go to the back of the chair. Put your hands on the back. Now you could also do this against the wall if you don't have a chair with the back. Put your feet out equal and press so that your tailbone is going in one direction and the top of your spine is going in the other. The feet are about shoulder width apart. And we'll hold another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now bring the foot again on the side that was tighter forward. Keep the other foot back. Keep your hips squared. Don't lean in towards one side. Keep them squared. And lean into that foot that's forward. You should be feeling this in your hips. Your knee, front knee is slightly bent. Your back knee is straight. And you're leaning into the leg that's forward, which again is the leg on the side that feels more constricted. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come up. All right, we're going to take 2 more assessments, starting with hinging at the hips, coming straight down. See if you can go a little bit further down than you did before. And then come up. Put your hands on your hips. Turn left, turn right, turn left, whichever way. And see if you notice any difference on the side that you worked on. I do. I'm now able to rotate further on my left than my right. And if you want to get that other side, you can go back later and do the same thing to the other side. But a lot of times if you had an imbalance on one side, you'll find they're equal now, and that's great. So let's rub our hands together and cultivate chi. Form your chi ball. And letting it dance us around. Centering. And opening our hearts. Pause. And let that be released into the universe. Center. 2 breaths. And we'll bring down chi from above. And from below. And aha!
That was quite the finale. I've got to leave today. So
Okay.
see you tomorrow.
All right. Have a good one.
Yep. Bye-bye, Alaska.
Thank you, Tom.
All right, Ken. Good. So long. Have a good one.
You too.
Hey, Tom.
Yes,
There
thank
we
you,
go.
Tom.
Okay, Marlene and Bill. See you tomorrow, I hope. Hey, Suzanne. Hi. It is, as I said, a Five Tibetans Day. For those of you who are staying. So I'm going to switch cameras. You can't stay there. You can't stay there. Come on back. All right. Again, if you want, just twist at the waist or spin up to 11. Deep breath. And one more. As I switch the camera. I'll tell you, I got to do these outside for the first time this season, the day before yesterday, and it felt so good. All right, we're going to lie down on our back. Soles of the feet are on the floor. Hands are either by the hips, under the lumbar region for support if you need it there, or underneath the back of the head if you need support in your neck. We're going to bring the head, neck, and shoulders up at the same time as the soles of the feet, and bring them right back down. If you want to do the regular version, you extend your feet and bring those up as you raise your head, neck, and shoulders. I'm going to do 6 and 5. 1, 2, and 11. 2 breaths. And we're getting up on our knees. Hands on the back of our thighs or glutes. You can lean back on your knees if you can't do a back extension. If you can, do so. Come forward and lift 1. Up to 11. 2. And this is my limit. So I'm going to take a couple of breaths. And sit down. Soles of the feet are on the floor. Hands are either by the hips with the fingers facing forward, or you might find it easier to put them behind you with the fingers pointing away. Come up into a table. In the unmodified version, your legs are extended to begin. And you extend them and you come back down. I'm going to do all 11 in the regular version today, which I actually find easier than the modified version. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 11. Take 2 deep breaths. And we get on all fours. and come up into a cobra or an up dog type of position. In the modified version. In the unmodified version, you start in a down dog, come up into an up dog. I'll do 6 and 5. 1, 2, and 11. Coming around, sitting down, crossing our legs, taking a couple of nice breaths. So, as always, we're going to rotate in one direction, either sitting up or bending over. Yeah. 6 in one direction, 5 in the other, and then we'll switch the position of the legs. Starting now. You gotta get out of the room. 1. Okay, whatever was in front goes behind, whatever was on top goes on the bottom. We'll do 5 in the original direction and 6 in the other, pausing between 10 and 11 to stretch out in front. And I'm stretching both arms right out in front as far as I can go, and taking 2 deep breaths. I'm going to move to the left knee and do the same. And then the right knee. And coming up. Stop down.
Thanks, Tom.
Hey, Jonathan, you're welcome. Thank you. Suzanne, Shalom. Rashad, Eva, you're
Thank you. Have a nice
okay,
day.
Hal. You too. Thanks.
Hello.
Enjoy this sun.